Okay, so today I am trying out the DJI mic during my ride. Now, one thing that I forgot was to put the dead cat on, so I'm guessing that we're going to get a lot of wind noise as I ride. At least it's not as windy as yesterday, but riding on this bike makes it seem like it's windy, I'm sure. We'll see when we get the video off of here and the sound off of the mic. It's a beautiful day. I think it was 58 degrees when I left. So it's beautiful though. Sun shining. Squirrels and bunny rabbits are out. Geese are out. Really enjoying this bike so far. I've been running it in eco mode. Today, for the heck of it, I tried putting it in boost, and I've got it at boost level 1, which I gotta tell you, it seems like eco level 5 so far. Really gives you a lot when you ask for it on the torque sensor. This is my self-claimed route going through my neighborhood, which is Stratford Chase in Virginia Beach, and my neighboring neighborhood, which is Acredale. Acredale has all these really cool trails like this back in here. I try to hit as many as I can of those. And then there's some really quiet, pretty streets in both neighborhoods that I try and wrap up. Usually try and get around, 5 miles. It takes about 30 minutes, and that's about as much as I want to spend in the morning right now. I'd have to get up a little earlier to do that, which I might do eventually, but right now, I think it's more important to get out here and do this every day. They do have a lot of little parks back in Acredale, and they have one in Stratford Chase. This is one of the 2 here in Acredale. You'll see the other one coming up. But pretty cool. Lots of wide open spaces. Wish they made neighborhoods like this now, but I don't think they do. At least not in Virginia Beach. Land is too valuable. I see kids quite often on this jungle gym on the right, which is good. It's better than playing video games, I guess. Okay. Turn my lights on. Don't really need them, but it's a good safety measure. My buddy Dan mentioned that you should turn it on whenever you can. It doesn't hurt. So I left the trail back there because where it goes across the canal back there, there's 3 steps. And I used to do that with my old bike, but this thing is so heavy and I've got kind of an injury to one of my feet. I don't really want to deal with that. So this is kind of a way to get around those steps. And it gives me a little bit more, scenery, but a little bit more distance. There's some really cool trees in this neighborhood, really old. Lots of fun. Yeah, there's like 3 streets that run parallel to each other. Both of them pretty long. Some of them with stop signs, some without, back here in Acredale. So that's kind of cool. We're gonna bang a left up here on Sharon Drive and then pick the trail back up. I'm sure that turn signal gets a little annoying, but I use it and it beeps to remind me that it's still on. This is where the throttle and pedal assist really come in handy. I can, slow down like that for a stop sign or to get onto another trail. And I don't really have to downshift if I don't want to. I can use the throttle to bring it up to speed instead of shifting to kind of bring it up to speed. To me, that's less wear and tear on the derailleur and the shifting. I don't know, seems that way to me. I didn't use the throttle there. I used to use the torque sensor. Woo! Just startled a squirrel. There's a bunch of them back in here. That's Farrell Parkway on the right. Lots of people starting their day, heading to work. I work from home, so I don't have to deal with that. I can commute around the neighborhood like this instead of commuting to the office like that. I like it. But I do miss people. I miss interacting with people. That's kind of the trade-off from working from your own office. I actually worked from home before the pandemic, so I was kind of used to it. It was not a big change for me. It was a change for a lot of people, though, and I know a lot of people that have never gone back to the office since COVID's been over. If it's over, I guess it's never over, but anyway, really cool trail here. They're doing a great job maintaining the sidewalk back here. I've lived here for 30 years, I guess, and I've noticed, the updates they've done. If you look, when I go down from the trail to the street and vice versa, the city, I guess it's the city, has put in new ramps on all of those entrances. It makes it very conducive to bike riding. It's kind of cool. Wow, this boost mode, I'm not getting a whole lot of exercise here. I'm going to try and go back. I just got to remember how to switch it. How did I do that? I think it's this. No. I'll figure it out later. Okay, so this is that bridge that I was talking about with the steps. There's a ramp on the other side, but you got these steps on this side. If I got really good at this, I could probably go down them and keep going back that way, but not really interested in doing that right now. Up here is the other park in Acredale I was talking about. Really cool. It's got some basketball courts. It kind of goes along this canal here on the right. And there's the basketball courts. It's kind of cool to see some of the backyards of the people around here. Some of them left it open, or low fence, see-through fence. Some of them put up privacy fences. I don't know, I think here, when there's nothing on the other side, I definitely would leave it open, and that's what most of these people do. There's another kind of children's play area here. Not seeing as many people on that one, as many kids as on the other one that I showed you earlier. Another really cool tree here on the right. Look at that. That's got to be really old. I'll show you one in Stratford Chase that they've actually put a sign up on that shows you how old it really is. Got somebody coming here, so. All right. I'm trying to think here. Yeah, this is it. I'm still not used to this part. If I kept going straight, it would kind of tie me back into where I've already been. So I'm going to go this way. All right, here we go. All right, I am going to stop and figure out how to lower this into, let's go to trail mode instead of boost mode. It's not that.
Exercise ring closed.
There we go. That's eco. It's the thumb button right above the charging cable. So we're going to go to trail mode number 1 and see how that compares to boost. Okay, it's still not bad. Yeah, it's less than boost, but more than eco, which I guess makes sense. That's what it's supposed to be. Definitely boost is a huge difference. This seems to be very similar to eco, to the trail does. That bump has got me the last couple days. I decided to go around it this time. All right, so you can't go very far to the left, so we are going to go to the right. Adjust my mirror so I can see people coming behind me going to work. I'm going to keep going straight today. Yeah, we're just going to keep heading on down here. This is Acredale Drive, I think, or Road. Acredale Road and Bonnydale. We'll go straight, and then we'll come back on either Rittman or one of the other ones to get a little extra distance in. Yeah, this is a much better level for getting my heart rate up. Boost was not doing it. But I think trail's good. Eco might be, I've been doing eco. All right, I'm going to bang a right here on Andover, and then I'll hit a left up there, which should be Olive. Nah, I think I'll keep going on down to the next one, which probably be Rittman. These houses are so, I mean, this neighborhood, this lot size is what really makes them awesome, and probably in the last 10, 15 years, a lot of these have turned over. People have bought them and added on to them or just improved them. And the yards are just so awesome. I mean, that you have so much room in the back yard. Pretty cool. Hindsight, I would have, might have been a good idea to get one of these. All right, I'm going to go left on Burlington. Saw that gentleman walking his dog there on the right yesterday, so Looks like we now have the same schedule. All right. We've gone 3.17 miles so far. And like I said, I try to get at least 5 in. Yeah, I like this trail mode. I think on torque level 1, everything here is so flat. You don't really need anything to get up hills and such. So you can keep the torque level down pretty far to get the heart rate up. All right. There is the Methodist Church on the left. My daughter went to Mother's Morning out there, pre-K. I think 2 or 3 days a week, probably 2. I think it was good. She made some friends. Went through was able to get through the childhood diseases before she got into elementary school, which I guess that was one of the goals. Kind of get that taken care of before she gets into school. All right, so I'm going to take a right here on Langston, and then I'll go right on Rittman. No, I might go right on Minden and come back on Rittman. This is the road that kind of separates the Stratford Chase neighborhood and the Acredale neighborhood. Stratford Chase is on the left, Acredale's on the right. You can see a little elevation change. This is about as much as we got. It goes downhill from here. And I think it's only like 25 or 30 feet according to Apple Health or Apple Fitness app. All right, I'm going to bang a right here and take this down. And then we'll come back up Rittman. So yeah, we are 3.65 miles. That's good. It's 7:15 in the morning in Virginia Beach, Virginia. I just got this new GoPro chest mount, and I'm trying it out kind of for the first time today. It's called the Chesty, I believe. And it's kind of cool. I mean, what I wanted to be able to show the bike screen, the controller screen in my cell phone, because it adds context to the ride, right? You can see how far I've gone, how fast I'm going, what my battery percent remaining is, and then also what assist level I'm on. So that kind of enables you to do that. I couldn't do that with the handlebar mount. It was good at showing where I was going, but you couldn't see that stuff, and I think that adds a lot to it. I was watching a guy's YouTube video that was reviewing this bike. This is the Velotric Nomad 2, by the way. Got somebody coming by. I can see him on the side view mirror, which helps. Okay, now I'm gonna bang a right on Rittman. Anyway, I saw the guy, he was reviewing it, and he was getting, these in the view. And I'm like, how the heck is he doing that? And then I noticed when he was getting on and off the bike, you could see this chest mount on. So I went online and found one and got it yesterday. My birthday is this Thursday, so I made that an early birthday gift to myself. And I think I'm gonna like it. It's comfortable. I'm a big guy. I'm 270, 6'4", but it does fit. It's not snug. It needs to be somewhat snug. Good morning. Lots of nice people in this neighborhood. out walking their dog on a beautiful morning. So yeah, I've done a couple videos with the GoPro on the handlebar mount. I uploaded one to YouTube just as a test. So what I might do is I'll create a new one comparing the chest mount to the handlebar mount. And then also, this is the first time that I've used the DJI mic. So we'll see how that goes. I wish I'd put the dead cat on to block the wind noise, but you know, that's why we're doing this and testing. You learn that stuff. You don't learn it if you don't test. All right, so we just crossed into the Stratford Chase neighborhood now. Just a little bit newer. I'd say, I don't know, maybe 20 years newer than Acredale. I've lived in Stratford Chase for 30 years now, 30 plus. I like it. The only thing I don't like is when we bought our house, it backs up to Indian Lakes Boulevard. Indian Lakes Boulevard did not go all the way through to Providence Road. It does now, and man, huge difference in noise level. To the extent that I don't really use the back deck anymore because it's annoying. I now use I grill and stuff in the front, like basically in the driveway, just outside the garage door. So that's the only drawback of the house though, in the neighborhood. Just a lot of noise from Indian Lakes Boulevard now that it goes through. A lot of people use that to get through to Providence Road and beyond. All right. All right, so next we're coming up on the park that is in Stratford Chase. It has a baseball field that's well used. Quite often, pretty more often than not, I see people out there and the kids after school, leagues, teams. Good morning. So one of the cool things on this park is this huge tree up here that they have kind of made a sign and note or posted about it. So I'm going to ride over there. Give myself a little more boost because we're going through the grass. Yeah, a pretty good sized playground here. Baseball field over there. Pretty much every day the kids are out there with their coaches practicing or playing a game. This tree in front of us is amazing. Let me come up here and read this sign to you. It's one of the oldest trees in Virginia Beach, I think. The sign will tell us here. Okay. The sign says Virginia Beach Notable Tree. A tree on your property at 5149 Providence Road has been designated on 11/30/2018 as a Virginia Beach Notable Tree and entered into the program database. This tree has been listed as a Tier 1 tree, 75 to 99% the size of the state champion trees. It will be remeasured every 5 years to determine its current status. Your stewardship and protection of this tree is commendable. Its age is approximately 305 years. Wow. It's a southern red oak. So I think that is cool that somebody took the time to do that. And they put a fence around it, which I think is kind of cool too, because that even further protects it. So we'll come back and I guess if they measure it every 5 years, and this was put up in 2018, so 2023 they would have measured it, that's 5 years, and then again in 2018, or 2028, sorry. Okay, time to keep going. the other day I rode back here for the first time with my friend Dan, and we were just doing the riding around the neighborhood like we've been doing this morning. And I'm like, hey, I want to go up there in the park. I've never ridden this thing in grass. And just totally shocked. I mean, it is not no issue at all. It's just like riding on the road with the torque sensor and the power assist. It's amazing. Okay, we're kind of on the home stretch now. We've gone 4.87 miles. Get my mirror adjusted. That elevation change, when we get up to Stratford Jace Drive, it'll be all downhill really. So get up to, I've got this thing locked at 20 miles an hour, class 2. I might go ahead and, as I get more comfortable, get it up to class 3 or top speed of 28 miles an hour. No need for that right now. I'm going 18, that's plenty. Let me use my turn signal up here just because it's there. All clear. All clear. All right. Well, this will be a good way to kind of end the... We're at 5.18. I got my 5 miles. Time to head back. (7:25 a.m. Eastern Time in Virginia Beach, Virginia, Stratford Chase neighborhood. I love all of the water oaks that line this. Mostly shaded. And I'm going to come in the back way just to give a little extra distance. Yeah, cool. So this road, it dead ends up ahead. There's a canal, and then the other side that you can see there, that is Acredale and Indian Lakes. They didn't put the bridge across here. You can get over there like the way I came on Rittman. Those folks there on the right, they bought some coyote decoys to put in their yard to keep the geese away, which I think they're working. I've not seen any geese in their yard since they put them there. Here's some ducks on the left, but haven't seen any of the Canadian geese, which is fine. They kind of are nasty. They poop everywhere. And dogs like to eat it, and it's not good for them. All right. We're back. My neighbor's dog is welcoming us. Okay. So we ended up 5.63 miles. And hold to stop. Yep, 6 miles on the Velotrek app. Average speed 10 miles an hour. Max speed 19.6. Trip time 33.02 minutes. And calorie burn 63. Probably would have burned more if I hadn't gone into boost mode. All right, well, that's it. I'm going to download this, see how it looks. I'll see you guys next time.